I want you guys to think about this. You cannot go out there in a week without having any kind of misunderstanding, argument, fighting of any kind with your wife or your girlfriend. And you really think you are smart. I want you to think about that. There is one of your neighbor out there, you never had their problem, you never have the reason to go and settle their problem or whatever. Definitely you need to understand that they are doing something you are not doing, or probably they know something you don't know, or they believe in something you don't believe in. You really need to take a deep think about this. And also, you really need to think about it that there is lesser marital problem in the northern part of Nigeria as compared to the south and the west. Let's have a think about that. Okay, let's go global now. Did you really notice that there are less marital problems among the Arabs and the Asians as compared to the US, UK, and Europeans of this world? And we all believe that the Europeans and the Westerners are the smartest. Let's think about this. And also, did you really understand that being a single mother, being an old lady who is still single, is a shameful status among the Arabs and Asia, but it is a proud status in the western part of the world? Let us think deeply about this too. Definitely, they are running on different systems. And it is quite obvious that one system is producing more peace than the other. Let's think about that. And the more a system conforms with the nature, the more peaceful it becomes. Let's come to think deeply about this. The northern part of Nigeria is running on penal code, although we say it's a religious law and what have you. But the southern part and the western part is running on criminal code, which is actually a subsidiary of British colonial law on us, which is fabrication. You really need to think about it. And the penal code conform more with the nature, but the criminal code is a fabricated one that creates a whole lot of problem. I want us to think about that. But there is something confusing in between the two. Spirituality is more about nature and it brings a whole lot of peace. But religion is a fabrication that brings a whole lot of problem to us. And we really need to think about this. My dear brothers and sisters, I want us to think together. The more we affect the natural order of things, the more we are going into problem, because the natural order of things for a man is to go from a boy to a young man, to become a husband, to become a father, become a grandfather, and then enjoy his peace. And at the same time, for women, she needs to grow up from a girl to a lady, then become a wife, then become a mother and a grandmother, and enjoy her peace. This is the natural order of things. The moment you become a single father or single mother, that is a fabricated story. And at the end of the day, you are not going to have peace inside of your mind. And that is what is displaying out in the public. We see every day. You can see today, we are so engulfed in fabrication that creates a whole lot of problem. You will do engagement, you will do our customary marriage, and you are really not yet satisfied. You will go further by going for court marriage, you go for white wedding, and a whole lot of fabrication around your wedding. And it is so bad these days that modern women actually plan divorce even before they get married. That is where you hear stories like, if there is no court wedding, there is no marriage. Think about it. If not for the fact that there is a plan ahead of that marriage, then why should you? Understand your scripture very well. There was no court wedding during the time of Adam, Abraham, and a whole lot you believe in. Even up to the time of Jesus, there was no court wedding. But today, it now looks like that is the basic of marriage. let us think about the fabrications. And in reality, that is the criminal code that is guiding our life, which actually conform with the British colonial laws stipulated, fabricated for us to live under. And we can see what is bringing to us. If not so, let us think today, where is the headquarter of single mothers and single fathers in the world? Definitely the West. And they see each other, yet looking for wife and looking for husband, and they decide not to marry each other. They are scared to marry each other just because of the system that rule both of them. I want you to think deeply about it. Peace out.